Hello, everyone. Matt Yannick, Hutchinson City Administrator. I'm here to walk you through the City Council agenda for upcoming council meeting on Tuesday, May 26th. Once again, our City Council meets the second and fourth Tuesday of every month at 5:30 here at the Hutchinson City Center in the council chambers. The agenda for our upcoming meeting on Tuesday, May 26th is, I would say, a quiet one, pretty consistent with items that we've dealt with in the past. So the council will call the meeting order at 5:30. Followed by the invocation, pledge of allegiance, and then any recognition of gifts, donations, and community service to the city. Following that, there is the citizens addressing the city council. Once again, this is the portion of the meeting where anyone from the public can come forward and address the city council regarding any agenda item or any item impacting the community. We just ask that you state your name and address for the record, and that you keep comments under 5 minutes. Following that, the council will move forward to approving the minutes from the regular council meeting on May 12, 2026, and then we'll get into the consent agenda. Once again, these are items that are generally non-controversial in nature. They're generally not discussed. They're acted upon by one motion unless somebody asks to have something pulled off for discussion, which can happen by any one of the council members or a city staff member. So on the consent agenda for the May 26th meeting is the following. We have a consideration of a resolution number 16034, which is a resolution adopting findings of fact and reasons for approval of a variance application to reduce the rear yard setback located at 246 10th Avenue Northeast with favorable planning commission recommendation. Item B on the consent agenda is consideration for approval of resolution 16035, which is a resolution adopting findings of fact and reason for approval of a conditional use permit and site plan review for a transportation company located at 130 Michigan Street Northeast with favorable planning commission recommendation. Item C is consideration for approval of resolution 16036. That's a resolution amending the 2026 position classification table that has to do with a couple of city jobs and with just a change in reclassification. Item D is consideration for approval of resolution 16037. That's a resolution rejecting a bid on Hutchinson area transportation roof replacement. I know we received one bid on that, and staff is recommending the council rejects that, and then we'll look to rebid it at hopefully a more favorable time later in the year. E is a consideration for approval of resolution 16038. It's a resolution accepting the bid and awarding a contract for our cured in place pipelining project. F is a consideration for approval of resolution 16039. It's a resolution of support by the City of Hutchinson Planning Commission and Hutchinson City Council for the development of a Scooters Coffee Shop located at 15 3rd Avenue Northwest, including right-in, right-out access on the State Highway 7. I know that project is currently being held up by MnDOT, and so both ourselves and the Planning Commission is looking to write a letter of support on that. The council will be looking to reappoint Mary Hutchinson to the library board until April of 2029. And then we have our claims appropriations and contract payments register A and B. There are no public hearings scheduled for Tuesday, May 26th, and we have no communications requests or petitions to the City Council. So under our unfinished business, we have the second reading and potential adoption of ordinance number 26875. This is an ordinance amending section 31.2 of the city code pertaining to boards and commissions. Essentially what that is looking to do is get rid of term limits for commissions and committees. We've had issues with people stepping forward and applying to be on those committees and commissions, so this is just an opportunity for council to extend the term limits so people can stay on there longer than what's currently allowed. Under new business, we have the first reading, or consideration of the first reading of ordinance number 26876. That's an ordinance amending section 130.27 of the city code relating to prohibited public conduct and property condition nuisances. Essentially what this ordinance will do is it will prohibit the laying or sleeping upon or sitting upon public sidewalks throughout the city. Some of this is related to some of the nuisance issues and that we had last summer and fall, but essentially what this does is prohibit any sleeping on public sidewalks. From there, there's minutes reports from committees, boards, or commissions, which include the Planning Commission from March 17th, the Hutchinson HRA from April 21st, Hutchinson Library Board from April 27th, and then the city's financial report and investment report for April 2026. Then we get our last items, which include staff updates and then updates from the mayor and city council. So that is the agenda for the May 26, 2026 city council meeting. As always, the public is welcome to attend that meeting in person. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at City Center or to any of the staff or even the mayor or the city council. We'll do our best to answer those questions. So thank you for tuning in, and this is what's coming up on the upcoming council meeting agenda.